How are you doing today, ma'am?
Thanks for asking. Actually, my day was very hectic today because I went to the job and after coming back, as you know, I have to finish all of my household chores. So I was in haste. So I finished that, but still I have to catch up some of the things. I thought, okay, I have a conversation with you first and then I will finish all of my work. But yes, it was a very tiring day for me. What about you?
My day was so far so good till now. I'm enjoying because I have been talking to many co-learners today, and today I'm a bit free. So I got your message like we can have a conversation, not so I thought, okay, fine, why not? I don't want to miss this golden opportunity because it's really sophisticated to get appointment from your side in order to have a video conversation, and I don't want to miss it out. But now, do
Yes.
let me know how is your teaching is going on.
My teaching is going okay. My children they are happy. My colleagues are happy. My director is happy with me. So yeah, as long as they are happy with me, I am happy too. But yes, because I work with the children and my colleagues and all other things, I have to manage by myself. So it is a little bit hectic, but it is rewarding as well. I shouldn't say it is totally hectic. It is rewarding too. So yes, I'm happy. I'm enjoying my work.
Okay, fine. So let me start first. Let me ask you one question. Um, Today I'm not going to talk about spoken English, but obviously I'm going to talk about communication. And
Mhm.
I want to know from your side, when I'm saying communication, what exactly comes in your mind? What do you mean by communication? And if anyone wants to become an effective and amazing communicator, what are the golden tips and tips you have in your plate that you can serve to us, please?
So first of all, I need to cross my finger for this question because I want to justify my conversation. So okay, let's do that. I would like to share how much I can share at this moment. Yes, communication means that it's not like you have to be fluent in English or in any other language. Yes, it means that you are able to express your ideas in the way it is well understood by other people. It means words you are using, the sentences you are using, and you are able to deliver your message very well to others. And also, just not talking, it required your facial expression, body gestures, tone of voice, and all thing together make a very good communicator. If you really want to communicate your ideas with others, you need to make sure that if you are talking to that person, you make eye contact and you need to make sure that even you have butterfly in your tummy, you need to hide it. Yes, and because yes, I am in this country, I suffer this problem sometimes. So I need to make sure that okay, I need to show my full confidence. Yeah, I am fully confident, and while I'm talking to that person, also you need to make sure you show other people that you are taking interest in their talking. It's not like that you are talking and you are not listening. Communication means that you are able to articulate your ideas well. It is well understood by others. Moreover, it is listening, because sometimes I have seen people they like to listen only, sorry, talk only. They want to express their ideas and they don't give the people chance to talk. So that is not recommended here. If you really want to become an effective communicator, it means that you need to listen to other people point of view. It's not like you have to talk continuously and express your ideas. That is good, you are fluent, that is good, you are able to deliver your ideas well. But moreover, you need to give respect to other people, because I'm talking and I'm not giving you chance to talk. This is not a right communication attitude. So we need to make sure we have right communication attitude. We need to make sure that yes, if I'm talking to that person, I make eye contact, and also tone of voice is very good. Is if I am expressing my ideas in emotional way, my tone of voice follow those emotions. And also, as I told you, our facial expressions plays a major role in there. And also, if you are explaining something, you need to make sure that you stick to that topic. Yes, sometimes people they tend to speak, they tend to say whatever they want to say to other people. They want to make impression to other people, and that way they feel like, okay, whatever I know, whatever knowledge I have, I am able to share with you. I need to just speak out. So this is not a right attitude. We need to make sure if we are having conversation with other, it should be a reciprocate communication. It's not just one way. It should be two ways. So that is my answer at this moment. Yeah.
Um, Again, I'm totally baffled and awestruck the way you have elaborated everything the question I've asked you. Secondly, sometime like I need to remember bulletin and Satabdi Express because the way you speak it's too fast. I need to be very all ears, like what exactly ma'am is speaking. And it's just because of fluency, you have a very good command and hold on this language. That's why you don't even take the much time in order to think what exactly you have to manifest. And that's really admirable and appreciable. Thanks, ma'am. So it's kind of a one-to-one question answer session. I'm done with my bomb. I have already blasted. Now it's up to you if you have any bomb that you want to throw on me. So please, you are more than welcome to do that.
I don't believe throwing any kind of bomb. I just believe that we should have reciprocate relationship and reciprocate communication where we both share our idea. We don't give butterfly to other people's stomach, and we need to make sure, yes, while we are sharing our idea, we feel calm and happy, and we enjoy our communication. That is my motive at this moment. So yes, yes, all good. And as you said that my answer was good, but I'm not really very much satisfied with my answer because I know that I tired, and while I'm talking, I have certain things in my mind going here. Okay, I have to catch up this. This has happened, and I'm tired. I'm thinking, okay, when I will go to my bed, something like that. So yes, because I'm not supposed to work today, but suddenly I got a call from one of my colleagues, and she said, I'm sick. Can you just cover me today? So I had to say yes. I went there. I was in her room, not in my classroom. I was in her classroom. So when we are in new classroom, yeah, you have more responsibility because you don't know children, you don't know colleagues, and you don't have any idea about policies and what they are following, their curriculum. So yes, it was a hectic day, but somehow I managed. I'm very happy. So no bump from my side. I just want to know, like last time you just mentioned that you have learned this language by yourself. Yes, and you are doing really commendable job, and I really appreciate your efforts. You said one of the anecdote happened to you, and it turns your life, and you learned this English from ground, and now you nailed it, and now you turn all the things around into your favor. So may I know what tricks you used, because now I can see you speaking really very well, better than native speaker, I would say sometimes, because this is our old language. Now when we speak this, we become lazy. Yes. And we start playing with that language. We don't say proper word. Even if we want to say thank you, we say tha. We don't say thank you even. Yeah. So we become very lazy. We usually say, oh, did you bring for me tha? We don't say even thank you. So this is the things. And we don't say, okay, can you throw this in the bin? We say, can you chuck in the bin? Something like that. We just play with this language. But you are doing very commendable job. You are learning this language, and you are using accurate words, and your tone of voice and your expression. I have seen couple of your videos, and I was very astonished seeing the way you explaining your ideas and talking with other viewers as well, because we are using the same platform. And most of the time I have observed you keep sending messages to other YouTubers, and you are very enthusiastic to learn this language. You really want to, I think, go to another level. So may I know what tricks you are using, and what is your goal, actually, basic goal?
Well, first of all, thank you for all these adjectives, though I don't deserve that. Okay, fine. If you have mentioned, so I have to consider it as a compliment. And thanks again for your gratitude. And secondly, I would say I already told you in our first conversation that I haven't learned English as a subject. Because when you learn anything as a subject, so you have to be very careful about your mistakes and all. But in my case, I'm quite fortunate about it because I took English as a language. So all I want to focus on my expression. Means whichever I'm speaking, it should be understandable to you. That's it. No matter what accent I'm following, no matter what kind of vocabularies I'm following, no matter what kind of grammar I'm using, no matter how many mistakes I'm committing, I don't even care about all this stuff. Rather, what I do care, what exactly the idea I have in my mind, in my brain, I just want to convey you in the same way. And honestly speaking, it requires high level of energy, knowledge, and experience and practice as well. Because we know what to speak. We can understand Mother as well that what he is speaking. But when it comes to our chance, we have to speak. Then we came to know, oh God, we are stuck at certain places. Sometimes we are just stumbling with words. Sometimes we are not getting from where I should start. Sometimes when I'm speaking, I'm making mistake and I'm just trying to calculate my mistake while speaking. So there are so many other stuff. I want to say if you want to become an eloquent and impeccable speaker, just become a free bird. It means you don't need to bother about others, what they would think about you and your speaking. You just need to focus on your spoken English. You have to care about yourself only. My name is Shiv. I'm from India, especially my native place is Uttarakhand, as you know. So I'm not a native speaker of English. This is not my mother tongue. English is a target and second language for me. I do consider myself quite lucky, better than those native speakers who are trying to learn Hindi. If they can't speak Hindi fluently, as like us, why we are getting on that level of perfection, or we are expecting the same level of perfectionism from our side to speak in English? Just forget about it. I would say if you really want to speak English in such a way that you should enjoy your speaking, I would say just try to connect yourself with this language. You have to fall in love with this language. You have to accept this language as your friend. And never ever try to use this language as a symbol of your status that I can speak English because I'm very qualified, knowledgeable, experienced, educated. No, I have seen many times, even though illiterate and unemployed and uneducated children are really speaking so well and they are working as a guide for foreigner tourists. They haven't joined any classes, they haven't taken any coaching, but still they can speak. Why? Their hungerness, the survival itself taught them that how they can speak this language. And just because of that powerful reason, they started learning that language and they have learned in such a way like they are in that situation, they can teach others. If you would listen to native speakers and those children's, those slum children's, you can't even make the difference between like who is native speaker of English and who is from India. They speak in that level. How? Because more or less we need to find a very powerful reason for ourselves. What I would say that we need to find a spark. In Bollywood movie, it would say a kick that can trigger your whole body and especially your soul. That I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to take my dinner. I'm not going to watch reels on YouTube video. I'm not going to hang out with my friends until unless I'm not going to master this language. You know what, ma'am? If you want to achieve something big in your life, you have to lose something small. And if I'm saying losing simply means you have to lose your rest time, a bit luxurious life. You have to detach yourself from social media. You have to maintain distance from those people who are being impediments and obstruction in your way of learning this language. We need to sacrifice a lot. Sometimes we need to manage with our kids as well. They are annoying us while learning this language. So what can we do? We can't even school them that just get away from me here. I want to learn English. No, that's not a right way. We need to make a balance between our personal, professional, academic, and this English learning life. So it depends. Do we have any master plan in our mind? Like when I have to go for reading, when I have to go for listening, when I have to go for writing, when I have to go for speaking. And these are the four modules which we need to cover. There is another one that is think in English. I don't know what you have done, but in my case, what I do, still I'm doing it. Whenever I'm moving somewhere, I'm walking, I'm going, I'm visiting, all the time I always try to talk with myself in my brain. If I have seen some hilly areas, so I'm going to describe it. Oh, wow, this is a fog, this waterfall, this greenery, I love it, and all this kind of stuff. Because when you start doing it, all you are just doing, you are going to train your brain muscles in such a way that when you speak English, you are not going to think a single second. In fact, every single word, grammar rule, pronunciation, content would come out from your mouth spontaneously, naturally, smoothly. But yes, you need to do your homework. And what is your homework? The homework is whenever you are free, try to engage yourself with this language. Even though you're working in your kitchen, you are doing some work, if you can, just use these earbuds and listen some podcasts, especially TED Talks, Indian TED Talks. It's a very famous one. You have to just engage yourself with this language. You know what? If you consider this language as a friend and you are going to amicable with this language is going to consider you as a friend. And whenever you require this language at any place, wherever, this language is going to support you a lot. But you have to accept it by your heart. Don't try to make a bias between this language and your mother tongue. You know what? Why I'm just trying to practice a lot because I want to speak English as I can speak in my own native language, Hindi. And honestly speaking, it requires high level of effort because our terminology, our comfortableness, our smoothness, our naturalness, the way we pronounce the word, the way we express our emotions, ideas, feelings, notion, factuation, everything is entirely different when it comes to English. If you want to reach on that level, we need to work hard. So when I'm saying work hard, it means you have to make a perfect plan for yourself. You need to work on it. You have to evaluate yourself. You have to record your voice. You have to practice a lot. You need to find the best ways that you can practice. You don't need to imitate anyone. Forget about them, what they have doing and what they are doing or what they have been doing. Just try to find your best pattern, like which pattern you should follow in order to acquire this language. Because it's not like you are learning this language by watching videos. I would learn in the same way. No, maybe I would learn this language by talking to people. But talking to people, speaking to people is not going to work for you. You have been talking to so many people, but still you can't even see that impeccable result on your spoken English. You are on the same place from where you started. Or maybe you have increased but a little bit, and you're expecting a very huge and immense improvement here in terms of speaking. So you need to change your strategies. So this is all from my side.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable insight. Your positivity is truly inspiring. I must say that. And also, you just mentioned about your English learning journey and you shared some ideas. So, on that, I would like to say that as you mentioned, there are lots of impediment while we are learning something, but we need to sacrifice. We need to make sure that we just get our time out of our busy schedule. If we like something, we definitely die to achieve those goals. Yes, and then as you just mentioned that you like to hang out with your friends, but you are not because you just give preference to your English skills at this moment, and wherever you go you think in English. That way you are learning English. And as you also mentioned about the children, like some children, they are, even though they belong to non-speaking English country, they are able to speak better than native speaker. In relation to that, I would say, because they are children, they are like plain paper. Okay, you can feel whatever the color you want to do that, because they have very innocent mind. They can learn, it's easy for them. Yes, now because we have grown up, we are conditioned to learn English. We think, okay, this is very tough language and this is not our language and it will be very hard if we learn English. And these things somewhere in our mind, that's that's why we feel ourselves, no, I will make mistake when I speak English, and we afraid of speaking English in front of others. So mindset we have to change if you really want to learn English. And I think you have done already, because you said, okay, if I'm making mistake, I'm making mistake because I'm learning this language. And also you said that you try to become better than native speaker, and I think you are doing that. You are putting your efforts, and that is really commendable, because you are truly dedicated towards your goal, and I can clearly see this. And whenever you get spare time, you like to connect with other people. That way you are imparting your knowledge. You are not even imparting your knowledge, you're helping others, and also you are helping yourself. Like when we teach somebody something, that way we also teach ourselves, and we are also practicing while speaking with others. We are telling other people, okay, these things you have to follow. And sometimes I feel myself I don't follow those things, yeah. But when I tell others, when I am by myself, I sit down and I introspect. I say, hey ma, what are you doing? You told other people to do these things, and what you are doing, watching reels, you are spending your time. That is not good. Yeah. So that way we also teach, educate ourselves, okay, we have to follow those rules. That is a good thing, and you have been doing so, very commendable. And I would like to ask a question, as you already asked the question related to that question. According
Mhm.
to you, what skills are needed to become an articulate speaker?
First of all, thank you for asking this beautiful question to me. I'm really thankful to you. And secondly, I would reply in this way. When I'm talking about articulation, so articulation is equally related to your clarity. So when I'm saying articulation consider to be three skills. There are three things which we need to cover under the articulation, and that's called three rules of C. The first C stand for clarity. So when I'm saying clarity, what does it mean? It simply means clarity in your voice. Whenever you're speaking, make sure your voice is clear to the person to whom you're talking. Clarity of your sentence formation. When you're forming sentence, as it happens with you, like in first attempt, you didn't able to make me understand what exactly you wanted to ask, but in second attempt, you have explained me what exactly you wanted to ask me. So clarity and sentence formation. Third is clarity of pronunciation, which means whenever you are speaking, you have to give a clear intention to the person, like what exactly you are speaking about. The pronunciation of terminology should be clear, right? Now, second, C stand for completeness. It means whenever you are speaking, make sure that you are not giving half information to anyone. You have to give complete information. Because if you are going to give half information to anyone, that doesn't make any sense. It comes into the category of illogical distraction, which is not appropriate when it comes to articulation. So if someone is asking you any question, make sure that you are replying him completely. If someone is asking you to explain a topic, try to be concise, but still you have to give very relative and useful information, the complete information about the topic, and all it makes some sense. Now, third, C stand for correctness. It means your accuracy, it means your authentication. Whatever you are speaking, make sure that you are speaking correctly. You are giving authentic information to your audience. Why? If you are not going to give authentic information, the correct information to your viewers, to your listeners, your audience, you are going to lose your trust out of them. They are not going to believe on you because they are asking any question to you just because they consider you as a authentic person. That's why they are asking question to you, and they are expecting a very correct answer from you. If you see, if you are not God, we know everything. It's not possible. Not for any professional coach, mentor, instructor, trainer, teacher, not even for native speaker, anyone. We all are human beings and we have some limitation in order to memorize and remember the things. Accept it. So in case if someone is asking question to you and you don't know the answer, don't give any false information. Directly say, sorry, I'm really happy that you have asked this beautiful question to me, but right now I don't have any answer and I don't want to give any false information. I'll go back to home. I'll research about it. I'll study and I'll come tomorrow with authentic information. And then I'm going to answer this question. There's no shame at all in order to accept this thing that I don't know. There are so many things that we are not acquainted with. But if you're going to give any false information to them in order to maintain your dignity or image in front of them, so I'm honestly speaking, you're not doing anything. You're cheating to them as well as yourself. Because not today, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, but someday, one day for sure, they are going to understand that you have shared a false information with them. And that day you are going to lost everything whatever you earned for long term in front of them in their eyes. The respect, the authenticity, the prestige, the honor you have earned. It's really it will take a lot of time in order to maintain our image, attitude, our ego in front of anyone. But it will take a few seconds in order to ruin and contaminate everything. So this is all about articulation. One more thing, articulation includes this your vocal exercise. Because when I'm saying exercise or sound, right, vowel, hello, ma'am, teacher, mentor, trainer, so you can easily understand what I'm speaking. Because I'm just not lazy about my mouth muscles. I'm not like I should not open my mouth. Oh, well, dang, I hope you're fine. So I'm not like that. I'm talking in a very open way because I want to be expressive, not impressive. I'm done. Over to you.
I'm really enjoying the insight you're sharing with me. Thanks for sharing your personal attributes regarding how to become an articulate speaker. And I would say that sometimes it depends on the personality. If someone wants to explain their ideas and if they are in not mood, yeah, they are in not mood. Their mood is different, and someone asks different question. And even though we know this answer, but we want to give this answer casually. Yes, because I'm in that environment where I just feel like rather than giving mathematical answers, making it critical, I just want to say okay. And as you just mentioned that if you don't know anything, we should say. And I really value your insight you share and your honesty. Actually, you said that if we don't know, we don't know. Rather than giving wrong answer, we should say, excuse me, I don't know this answer, I will research and I come back to you as soon as I get to know this answer. So this is the right attitude, I would say. This is your honesty, integrity you are sharing, and you are expressing through your words, through your ideas. And yeah, I just wanted to mention one thing. Sometimes what I do, if I don't know the answer, I just would like to share according to my personal experience. I just mentioned them. I'm not sure about the answer, but I do like to share my personal ideas. But yes, definitely I will go to back, I will find the answer, then I will come back to you. But I'm just sharing the knowledge I am holding at this moment. It could be wrong, it could be correct, but if you like it, you take it. If you don't like it, don't take it.
That's correct, ma'am. As I said, we all are human beings and we all have some uniqueness in way of thinking, mindset, like, dislike, preferences, choice. So I do have everyone's perception and assumption, whatever they have in their mind, because um, the question which you have asked me is kind of subjective question, and there are two type of questions, like subjective and objective. So we'll talk about it. Itself is a very good topic, but some other day we are going to talk about it. But it was really nice, wonderful, fruitful, colorful, phenomenal, remarkable conversation with you. I've enjoyed a lot. Hopefully you as well. Thanks for connecting with me and giving a precious time.
Thank you so much, Ashiv. I really appreciate, as I just mentioned, I really enjoyed this conversation. I'm looking forward to having more conversation like this in future. So maybe whenever you're free, we will try to connect and we will brainstorm some more ideas regarding to English and some other personal attributes if we need to develop and extend in relation to achieve our desired goal.
Sure, man. Thanks for connecting. See you again. Bye bye. Take care.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.